Hey guys, Vincent here and welcome to video 7. Now I'm so excited today. I'm super thrilled simply because you have made the commitment to come every day from the first day to the seventh day, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for the work and the effort you have been doing over this week. I want to share a great quote I like in my office. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. And why I want to share that with you is because you have been hustling this week, and things will come to you if you keep doing what you're doing right now. So for today, I got something special for you. We're going to start with a little simple, funny story, beautiful stories that I will share with you. After that, we're going to go back behind to the whiteboard because I'm going to do a full review of everything we have seen this week. After that, at the end, I got some surprise for you, so you want to stick around. So let's get on it with a little story. I read that little story last year, and that really resonated with me. Okay, so here it is. There was a lady, she was in a town, and she had some kittens. She had like 5 or 6 kittens, and she really needed to sell or get rid of the kittens because she couldn't keep so many cats in her house. So she started looking in the newspaper, and she see dozens and dozens of ads for cats for sale, kitten for sales. So she starts thinking about it and she said, I need to do something in order to sell those kittens because they will not be possible. So she started writing an ad and she put 5 ugly kittens for sale, $100 each. Call, and she put a phone number. Now guess what happened? She received over 80 phone calls and she said, I could have sold the kitten for way more than the price that I asked for, $100. So why I wanted to share this story with you? Because sometimes the smallest things we do in life, like adding one word in a little classified ad, for instance, will yield tremendous results. And this was kind of like the philosophy we had this week. We wanted to give you some little things that will bring big results in your sales. Now, the other reason I like this story is because by putting ugly, what did? She triggered the emotional level in the readers of the newspaper, and they wanted to contact her to get the newspaper, to get the cat. So even if the kitten, I'm sure they weren't ugly, but that really triggered the emotional aspect of it. And that's also what we're doing this week. When we're going into the dialogue focus is because we want to step away from the features and benefits and go really into the emotion that is, within our prospects. And that's when we're going to get the best results. So I hope you like that story. Now let's go back to the whiteboard. Let me do a great review of this week's training, and then I'll share the surprise with you. Thanks. Okay, guys. So let's do a little recap. Let's do a little review of everything we've seen so far this week. Why I want to do that? For 2 reasons. First, I think it's really important that you remember all the great great content we reviewed this week. But the second reason is I want to make sure you're applying. I want to make sure you get results. I want to make sure you're making money from this training. So as we review it a second time, that will definitely help you to apply it. Okay? So let's get on it. What did we see on day 1? Day 1 was all about understanding what's going on in sales today. And we understood that a few years ago, 33% of the research, the pre-sale, was done offline. And 66% of the sales was done with the help of the salesperson. Today, 85% of the research is done online. And 15% of the research is done with the help of a salesperson. So what does that tell us? Sales changed completely over the last few years, okay? And it's really important that you understand this to adapt. And that's the reason of this training. The reason we're doing this training is sales change so much that we absolutely need to change everything. Our mindset, our habits, the understanding of the customers, why the customer is buying, how we're going to sell. So that's why we started with this. The second thing we discussed on day 1 was what the perception of selling in the marketplace, because as a salesperson it's kind of important that we know that how people perceive us so we can adapt our behavior and change it in accordance to what the general population is thinking about us. And actually it was quite negative because sales is the second most hated profession in America after politics. We saw that big survey from 2010. Okay, now I didn't share that with you guys to discourage you because I think selling is a wonderful profession. But as I say before, it's very important we understand that so we can equip ourselves with the right attitude, right mindset to approach the sales with a winning combination. we also saw the word cloud, which was a representation of what the general population is thinking about sales, and it wasn't pretty again. And after that, what I wanted to do was just stop using fact, but showing you what the marketplace is dictating, basically what's going on in the marketplace today. And we saw that some major large corporations, some billion-dollar corporations such as Amazon, eBay, Airbnb, Uber, Alibaba, Atlassian, all those billion-dollar companies, they are just not using sales anymore the same way it used to be. Okay, all the transactions are done online. And why? Because the consumer don't want to be sold from a salesperson anymore. Okay, so as a result, I told you have two possibilities. Either you can adapt, and what you're doing right now, congratulations, you're taking a training because you want to adapt, or you can just keep doing the same thing, your old method, your old way of thinking, and just die and have a business that will decline. Okay, so that was for day one. Day two was about, we started by understanding why 98% of the sales training out there are not working and not adapted anymore to the market today. Why? Simply because they are product oriented, they are self-oriented, they are oriented on helping you closing the deal, which is basically winning the agenda. And as soon as a client senses that, the prospect senses that, you already lost the game. And I came up with a formula, the saying, if you sell, you repel. And I want you to remember that, because this is so critical in sales today. Because you can clearly see that the marketplace doesn't want sale. So if you sell, you repel. Either it will be conscious and conscious from your customers, they will sense it. And I told you that I will teach you in this training, and the key is here, a new method of selling that is completely adapted to the marketplace and the way people want get sold today. After that, I gave you an example, and I wanted to take an example in the boating industry. So I give you an example of prospects wanting to buy a 20 feet runabout boat. And I told you that, our marketplace is quite generic in the boating industry. All the products are very similar. So you absolutely want to avoid transactional conversation, because that's what the majority, that's what more than 95% of the salesperson out there are saying. We have the best product, best comfort, best performance, best quality, best warranty, best this, best that. And when your clients hear that after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, it just sounds like the same music, and they are just not paying attention anymore. That's why I told you that we will teach you the only method of communication that your clients will actually be attracted to, and that will clearly help you making the sales today. And that was the agenda for day 3. Day 3, I show you the 4 different verbal style of communication today, okay, available. So the monologue, the debate, the discussion, and the dialogue. And I show you that they have different degree of influence, from low influence to high influence, but they also have different agenda, okay, from egocentric positioning, so to altruistic, and that the best one, the most appropriate to the marketplace today, was the dialogue. Why? Because it fit perfectly with what the market wants, okay? And even here, it fit perfectly with what the buyers wants to hear, okay? So I told you we're going to focus this training on teach you this. And what did we do on day 4? We went into my kitchen because I wanted to give you an example of a carpenter, for instance, and I ran you a little scenario of a carpenter going into a house and starting showing off, saying, oh, look at all my best tools, I can do the most wonderful kitchen for you. I've done kitchen for all the celebrities in town. I have the best kitchen, I have the best price, I have the best this. And so I compared this pitch, this monologue from the first carpenter with a dialogue-oriented other carpenters that was going with a positioning of a servant, with the right positioning, saying, how do you want to feel in your new kitchen? What vision do you have in your new kitchen? How much level of disturbance are you okay to accept? And we clearly saw that the carpenter number 2 was a winner here. And why? Because he was using the dialogue method, okay? And after that, I say, okay, let's jump on it and take an example in a script in the boating industry. So I told you that I traveled the world over the last 8 years. I'm going to hundreds of boat shows in the 5 continents. And when I observe salesperson, they're usually using the old way of selling, which is a product presentation, which is feature and benefit oriented, that is very oriented toward the product and self-oriented toward making the sale or the product. And I told you it's not working anymore, and I give you the difference. And we studied the new way of selling, which was dialogue oriented and much more powerful. So I gave you the exact script. That was for day 4. Day 5, I wanted you to take a little break from dialogue and share with you a very important concept, okay, in the field of selling, and show you why 13% of the salesperson today are making 87% of the sales. And to understand that, we went and we analyzed a survey, okay, to understand the buying behavior today. And we learned that 15% of the buyer are buying between 0 to 90 days, and 85% of the buyer are buying between 90 days to 18 months. Okay, we saw that big survey in a fair from different type of product. And so we saw that the money was clearly in the follow-up, but also in the long term. It's a long-term game. Okay, so that was quite important topic on day 5. And I wanted to end day 5 with some great strategy and tactic that we have been using and that has been always working like a charm. And actually, the 9-word email, 2 days ago, while we were recording the 7 days video, I sent over 250 9-word email for Düsseldorf boat show, and we got over $10,000 of sales. And I keep hearing the same from my clients. You know, our readers from Yacht Sales Academies are getting amazing results with this 9-word email here. So why? Because it's just like a text message. It's short, personal, expecting a reply. And again, you leverage the buyers here in the long term, the old leads. Okay, so that was for day 5. Quite interesting. I want you to look at it again and look at any day again. You have the link below because I want to make sure you understand them perfectly. So let's go to day 6. Yesterday, what did we saw yesterday? We saw that the 2 questions any prospects are asking themselves when they meet you are, can I trust this person and can I respect this person? So that was about authority and that was about trust. And I share with you 4 fascinating stories. One was about the ladder, one was about the flashlight, the car dealer, and the top salesperson picking up the brochure in his car. And why I did that? Because I wanted to make the connection between trust and respect and the fact that dialogue is the absolute best way to implement trust, immediate trust and respect in the head of your customer when you're starting to deal with them, okay? It's not manipulative, it's not artificial, it's just the easiest, simple way that your clients will like and that will work like charm. We finished day 6 by some negotiation tips. Okay, I give you a few amazing negotiation tips. Never say no in negotiation. You want to use how I'm supposed to do that. Very, very powerful. Also, you never want to negotiate on the full price. You always want to negotiate on the difference. So if I'm selling a product that is $100 and somebody is giving me a $95 offer, I want to stop selling the $100 product. Now I want to sell a $5 product. Okay, I want to focus on the $5 missing, the difference. It's critically important. Why? Because it will make, in that case, it makes your negotiation 20 times easier. Okay? And also, you never want to use rounded numbers. If it's a 95 offer and then you want a counter offer, don't counter offer to 97. But for instance, or 97 and a half, which is halfway, don't do that. Do, for instance, 98.25. Because when you have a non-rounded number, it always helps you in negotiation, either if you're buying or if you're selling. Okay, so as promised, I would like to offer you today 2 amazing surprises, so let's get on it. First of all, I would like to give you a free booklet that you can download below. Now, I made this 2 years ago. Prospects, boat sales professional, absolutely loved it. It's very simple to read. It's like 15-20 minutes to read, and you'll have 20 great tips to sell more at boat shows. Okay? Make sure to download it, have a look at it, lots of great tips, super easy to implement. You'll love it. Here is the second thing I would like to offer you today. And again, if you like the content, if you like the information that I share with you this week, I want to let you know that we just scratched the surface of the possibility. Okay? I want to take it further with you guys. And I would like to offer you a free consultation. We'll spend 30-40 minutes talking about your main challenges in boat sales. And I want to invite you to our 6-week sales masterclass. It's not for sale on my website, it's by application only. Now there is a cost to it associated, but I'm going to offer it to you at the absolute best price if you are joining the masterclass. Now I'm not accepting everybody in the masterclass, so if you are interested, I would like to offer you this free consultation and we can make sure that it's the right fit for you. So if you want to take the consultation, you go to bit.ly/VinceCalendar, okay, or you click the button below. You'll be prompted to my calendar. You select a time that works well for you. I'll send you a quick email and we'll get our call together. Let me introduce you quickly to what this sales masterclass is about, because this is so powerful and this is only opportunity like this in the yachting industry, in the boating industry. Okay? So here is what it is. It's not a bunch of great sales technique and information. It's about transformation to the professional you always dreamed of becoming. And since you sell for a living, you know how critical sales training is. I mean, seriously, this is not information, this is transformation. And how can you be successful in sales without sales training, right? So here is that can bring you. You got 6 weeks of sales training, live Q&A session, PDF transcript from each week's, lifetime access to our course portal, and of course you get access to our Facebook group course also. Okay? Now here is a timeline, because I want you to understand the value, tremendous value of this class. First week, foundation. You'll feel $1 million after the end of the first week. I can't wait to share that with you. Mindset, skill set, and strategies, that's for week 1. Week 2, we start talking about new way of selling and communication style. Okay? I'll show you the exact framework, the exact blueprint of the new way of selling that you can apply in both sales. Week 3, this is where the magic happens. You learn the exact question, exact structure of the dialogue. Week 4, I'll show you how to transition from the dialogue to the presentation. And you present your boat in a way that is so much more attractive to your clients. They'll be attracted to them like magnets. Week 5, we'll do a little final wrap-up review. Make sure you understand everything perfectly about the selling process. And I'll teach you also how to become the best, to have the best positioning in the marketplace. You know, the higher you become, the more you get paid for who you are rather than for what you do. So I'll give you the best tips and tricks on storytelling, personal branding. Week 6, I got an amazing bonus for you guys. Negotiation and follow-up. Courses, everything adapted to boat sales. Okay? Let me show you what it looked like. So you see you got a nice platform. You see this course here on week 1, I think was around 1 hour and a half. So usually it's between 1 hour and a half to 2 hours per week. So you get around a little bit over 8 hours of content. And everything is there. You got the video, you got the transcript, you got the slides, everything in the platform. So I want to thank you for this opportunity, and I really hope that you can get that consultation. So click on the link below, schedule a consultation with me, and I hope to see you on the other side in the Sales Masterclass. If not, I'm really confident of the quality of the content I share with you. Start implementing them, and you will have great results. Thanks so much again for spending some time with me this week, and I wish you a fantastic day. Bye-bye.